I just watched a Virgo Triad video while I was getting ready for work. I'll put the link in the description. She went through a long and somewhat convoluted process to prove that because cars are patented under automobile / motor vehicle / road engine, then they are in fact motor vehicles and subject to the respective states' motor vehicle codes. I think that's a little convoluted. I don't think she's going to. I don't think she's going to win any of the sovereign citizens over. Not that there really is a way to win the sovereign citizens over. So I don't want to sound like I'm being harsh on her. But what I would like to say is that word magic doesn't work. If you want to call your car a vessel, that's great. You could call a bowl a vessel. A bowl is a vessel. Your veins, they're blood vessels. Your arteries, blood vessels. A mayonnaise jar is a vessel. So calling it a vessel doesn't really do anything. A conveyance, a deed is a conveyance. A deed of trust conveys property from you to me, and the property never moves, just the ownership. Conveyance, again, is a stupid thing. Conveyor belts, people, conveyors. The thing is not, could you also call this thing something else, but is the word that you're using descriptive of the thing? And the word that the Department of Motor Vehicles of your respective state uses is a motor vehicle. Can you call your car a motor vehicle? If you can, then the motor vehicle statutes apply. Is there a motor? Yes. Is it a vehicle? Yes. It is a motor vehicle. Done. You could call it whatever else you want. That doesn't make it not a motor vehicle. Like, I could call my mom, my dad calls her my wife, but that doesn't mean that she's not my mom. Does that make sense? So word magic is stupid. It doesn't work. The state calls your conveyance, your vessel, your whatever you want to call it, a motor vehicle. And they have the power and the right to regulate your motor vehicle. I know Freeman's talking about one of his new friends that apparently, theoretically, allegedly beat to driving on a suspended license tickets. Maybe. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see how he beat it. If it was just dropped, if he actually won an argument, because every district court, well, every circuit district court that has ever ruled on this, that I have ever found, has said, no, your right to travel does not include a right to drive a vehicle. Every court of appeals decision I've ever read. The Supreme Court has never said that you have a right to drive a vehicle. All of their right to travel stuff is about going between states or going out of the country. So you're entirely wrong. You're backwards on all that nonsense. You got to use the words the way the writer of the statute was intending to use the words, and if you can fairly describe what you are going around on as a motor vehicle, then they can regulate it. And in fact, they could probably regulate other things. Like, I know they could regulate horseless or horse-drawn carriages. They could regulate the use of bicycles. I mean, there's all sorts of things that they could regulate under the 10th Amendment. And at the end of the day, it comes down to, will the courts allow them to enforce that statute? If yes, then you're done. Because if the courts will allow them to enforce the statutes, if the courts find it's constitutional for them to do it, then men with guns will make sure that you obey the laws. And there you go. Case closed, problem solved, word magic doesn't work. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.